Happy Canada Day. Brian Crombie here. I wanted to give you a quick outline of the shows that I've got on my radio and TV channels this week. On Monday and Tuesday, I focused on race relations. I had City Councillor from Don Valley North, Shelley Carroll, on Monday night at 6 o'clock. And then on Tuesday, I had Kathy McDonald, the trustee for Wards 3 and 4 in Brampton, both talking about race relations, both talking about some of the motions that are in front of City Council in Toronto to defund the police, and then in Mississauga and Peel, the takeover of the Board of Education of Peel by the Minister of Education because of race relations issues on the Peel Board. So two very interesting conversations about race relations. I had a second show on Tuesday with Linda Abrascata, who is a fascinating person. She's a dietitian, a holistic dietitian, a nutritionist, works for one of our major retailers, and she's put her name forward to run for a contestant to be on the cover of Maxim magazine. And so it was interesting talking about why she did that, diet, holistic medicine, etc. Today, Canada Day, I've got two shows on Canada One TV. I've got a show with my mom, Flora Crombie. She's a art docent, an art expert, and it's our fourth show, and this time it's on art about Canada. And she goes through about 12 different pieces of art that she says depict Canada probably better than any other art in Canadian history. And she's a wonderful person and an intelligent art historian, and so I think you might enjoy the show. And then Wednesday night at 6 o'clock on Saga 960 AM, I've got a really incredible show. I did a show 2 weeks ago with Nadeem Nathu, who is the founder or co-founder of TKS, the Knowledge Society. It's an after-school program for high school students that motivates them to learn technology and to change the life of billions in the world. And then tonight, I've got three of his students, three unbelievably impressive teenagers that talk about what they're doing, what they've learned, why they joined TKS, what it can do for you or your children. And it's probably one of the most inspirational conversations I've had, both with Nadeem 2 weeks ago and then with these kids tonight. And so if you're at all interested in teenagers and what they can do in the future, please give this show a listen. And then Thursday, because of what's happened with COVID-19, people are saying we're going to have either a baby boom or a divorce boom. I thought I'd focus a little bit on divorce. And so I've got two people. Number one, I've got Jennifer Barkin, who is a separation, divorce negotiator and arbitrator, and she talks about the processes that you can go to solve divorce and separation through means other than going to court. And so that's a really interesting conversation. And then I got Bobby Olson. Bobby Olson is a family law lawyer, and she talks about divorce and COVID-19, some of the issues on custody, on separation of assets and other things. So two interesting shows on divorce. And then on Friday, I've got Dr. Manel Nabusi, who I've had a show with on before, and she talks about self-love and how self-love is so critical if you're going to end up loving anyone else in the future. And she talks about, she's a transformational coach. She's from Beirut, Lebanon, and probably one of the most intelligent people that I have met in regards to self-motivation, self-confidence, self-love, etc. So that's my show for the week. I've got a bunch of interesting people. I hope you get a chance to watch. As I've said, I'm on every night, 6 o'clock on 960 AM, Saga 960 AM. You can stream me online at www.saga960am.ca. You can get all my podcasts and webcasts, videocasts on my personal website, briancrombie.com, where I post all my podcasts and my videocasts. And or you can subscribe for my YouTube channel, which is on YouTube under Brian Crombie. I hope you enjoy some of my shows. I love doing them. I love meeting interesting people. And you know, it's interesting during self-isolation, socialization, social distancing, COVID-19, I've kept myself busy and interested by meeting a lot of fascinating people through these shows, and I really enjoy it. So I hope you get a chance to listen to at least some of them. Thanks so much for joining me, and happy Canada Day.